welcome back to another episode of Buckets and Bogeys. I am your host, Dougie Buckets. And as always, I'd like to take this moment to thank our presenting sponsors. I really wish I could use two hands. William Murray. William Murray making some of the best golf gear in town. I mean, look at this hat. You can go anywhere from clean and casual to out of the box and stunning. Thank you to William Murray and Nectar Sunglasses. We just did the unboxing. We didn't do it on the podcast. We just wanted to make sure it looked good on the gram. Make sure we got it out, but look at these bad boys. Look at the ones in front. Those are called the Folly Beaches. Some of the best lenses I've ever put on personally as a caddy. I mean, you can see a ball from 3 miles out. And these bad boys. Look at the shades! God, I'm a bro. I'm officially upgraded to golf bro, and that's just how things are going to go from now on. They even gave me this little cute koozie. Perfect for the claws. If you're not in the claws, throw a Bud Light in there. Throw a Michelob Ultra in there. Doesn't matter. Fits well in the hand. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you guys so much. Very excited to be a part of you guys, and, look forward to making more content as we go. It's going to be awesome. Got a lot to get to this week. I guess we'll say, I'm just winging this one. I'll let you know. We're just winging this podcast. Got a lot to get to this week. The Arnold Palmer Invitational was a smash hit with a shite ending, which everyone will be like, oh, it's his first win. It's good. I'll be honest with you. It would have been nice to have an 8-person playoff, don't you think? There was one point in that tournament where there were 8 guys tied at -7. And for a half second, I thought, can you imagine an 8-way playoff? That's something I got to look up. What's the most amount of people ever in a golf playoff? If you know that, comment it down below. I dare you, because that is a pretty cool stat to know. But yeah, what a tournament. What a way to end. Kitayama just absolutely coming in clutch, almost bringing down the house with that putt on 18. I mean, he almost drilled that. That would have been an all-time moment. But absolutely walked it off like a champion. And to win a golf tournament with a triple on your card, a triple, that's impressive, dude. I don't think I've won anything with a triple on my card. I mean, that's not saying much because I absolutely stink right now. We'll get to that. But, yeah, congrats to him. First PGA Tour win. And, I want to say, a lot of people got upset about the stuff I said about Liv, about the stardom. Yeah, look what happened. All the players, all the best in the world show up, and you have something good to watch. It's fun. You know what I mean? So that's all I meant. And I'm not backtracking. Liv still has, I think, more stars than the PGA Tour. Just in my opinion. I think the real test is going to be these majors coming up. All the Liv guys are going to be there. And if the Liv guys go 3 for 4, 4 for 4, I mean, hell, even 2 for 4 in those majors, we're going to have a serious question. Who's really the best in the world? So I'm excited to see how that turns out. But yeah, what a tournament. What a tournament. Arnold Palmer caddied there last year in a Pro-Am. That's a track, man. That 6th hole is a beast. I do wish we still had Bryson blasting over the water. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last pod. I can't even really keep up with what the hell I say because I'm just talking to myself. I did put a little bet in for Spieth to win. He did not. It was close. They had a little drama on 15, 14 where they're like, oh, his back. I'm like, his back? He's younger than me. He should not have back problems. I mean, it was a buzzkill that he didn't win. I mean, he was playing well all week. He was in it. And I guess one other guy we should talk about, one of the big stars, is Jon Rahm. Whoa, what a fall off. I mean, he came out of the gates so hot. So hot. One of those times you see a guy come out, you're like, oh, yeah, here we go. Another win for Jon Rahm in the books. And it just goes to show how difficult this sport is. Everyone's talking about him being, he's going to go on a Tiger Woods type of run. I think I even said he's going on a Tiger Woods run. But, God damn, to go out and shoot 76 the next day. God, and to be honest, I just loved his honesty. I really did. He just came out. What happened out there? It's really fucking hard. Yes, it's hard, man. That's why what Tiger did is so goddamn impressive. And we'll never, ever be done again. One, like, I just can't even fathom what that guy, what John Rahm must be feeling. I mean, that's got to really almost mess with your head when you're playing some of the best stretch of best stretch of golf of your life. And then you go out and shoot a 76 and then a 74, and you're just like, you can't even figure it out. And, yeah, I mean, the course conditions were tough. I mean, it was blowing hard that day, but people found a way to score. I don't know. I'd like to know, what do you guys do? What do you guys think? I think John Rahm wins at least one major this year and at least 2 more tournaments, but I don't know. That something like that could really mess with your head. I just didn't really think the conditions would be. What about those conditions set him off? What was it? The wind? Was it that the greens were too firm? Where's the weak point in his game? And is that what happened? Or did something just flip in his head and he was just like, I'm done. I can't, I don't have it today. And then he just kind of mosey on through the round, 76. I don't know. It's a tough call. Tough look there for Rambo. But like I said, I guarantee another at least 2 wins and probably a major. He's on fire. If he keeps up that same pace, it's going to be an insane year for the guy. I wonder if all these things. I wonder if the nectar things are backwards. They're backwards. They're backwards here. I don't really think they are, but that's all right. I think okay. We'll get to me now. Congrats to Kitayama on the Arnold Palmer. Awesome to watch. Great product to watch, even on TV. Loved it. But let's get to me. Me. Buckets making a lot of bogeys. Went out today to play. Really got a pair of shoes. Bought 11.5s. Guess who's not an 11.5? This guy. It messed with me all day. I was just thinking about my shoes, and I just bought them at the club. Luckily, I came in after 9, and I was like, I don't think I'm an 11.5. And I think I'm going to have to go to Dick's Sporting Goods and be the guy that wears ski socks when he goes and plays golf. And the dude was nice enough to be like, hey, listen, come in the back, we'll clean them up, and then, take the 11. So I was like, that is very nice. So that was awesome. Got the new, I'm not even going to say what they are, but they're sick. You'll see them in the videos. I'm looking to play around on Tuesday. Tuesday will be interesting because I'm kind of in my head. I won't lie, I'm a little bit in my head. Just because of that fitting. Where he said playing the ball straight isn't an option. He wants me to play more like Bubba Watson. Except, obviously way, way, way less good. Just he wants me to work the ball all over the place. And I'm cool with that. I can do it. It's just I used to be such a meathead where I just walk up to the ball. Oh, yeah, okay, we got to hit this to there, dead straight. It's just not how the game is played. That's not how you're, when you get to a certain level, you can't do it anymore. Because the margin for straight is so narrow. But the margin for a cut or a draw is way less, especially if it cuts or draws. If that makes sense. The only time you're going to hit a bad shot is when you try to play a cut and it draws. And I'm like, now think about that. The only time you're going to hit a bad shot is when you try to play a cut and it draws. And I'm like, okay, but how often does that happen? How often you try to hit a straight ball and then it hooks? How often you hit a straight ball and then it, cuts off the map? So I kind of understood what he was saying there. It's just a whole new realm of thinking for me. I'm very excited about it. It'll be cool to start really thinking through golf shots more, but I'm kind of a head case already, so I'm not even sure if it's really going to work out for me. So we'll see. I just bought new shafts, heavier shafts, getting a little 130 KBS V-taper. Pretty good shafts. I'm going to get those put in, get the lies done on them, and then it's immediately to the driver. Because I think I said this on the last podcast. When he pulled out my driver, he started laughing hysterically. Laughing hysterically, being like, I've never seen a guy so fucked by his equipment. Meaning, everything I'm hitting, I'm somehow to quote-unquote good for. Which, And I knew he wasn't trying to sell me nothing. He's not hype. He's not pumping my tires either. It was more just like telling me, like, listen, like, you're at the point in golf where you got to start looking under every stone. And I didn't really know what he meant. He goes, God, he goes, do you know what kind of ball you play? And I go, no. He goes, you just play random golf? I go, yeah. And he goes, I guarantee if you find a golf ball that you play consistently, it'll give you two strokes. And I'm like, fuck. Things like that. He's like, you gotta, he's like, what about your shoes? What do you wear for shoes? And I was thinking about that. He goes, that can also make a huge difference. He goes, people don't think about these things, but if you want to be a good player, why not turn every stone? So now I'm just getting a full new fitting and a full new bag, and I'm excited. It's the first time in my life I'm going to have fitted clubs just for me. And if it makes a difference, awesome. I'm just happy to hear some guy who I have a lot of respect for, who's teaching people, told me I have a good swing. And I'm not going to change it. He said, don't even bother changing it. You can hit the ball. You can make it go wherever you want. Don't change it. And I listened to so many people being like, oh, your swing's ugly. Like, how do you swing like that? Like, you don't turn your... None of that was true. Like, none. And it just got in my head for so long. So now once I have this equipment that's built for me, I think I'm going to go out and have like a really good season of golf. And I'm very excited. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know where to go here. I'm pumped up. I feel like I had more to say, but I think I'm going to revert back when I do another ad read. Nectar sunglasses. These things right here, these things are going to become part of my personality. I can tell you that. These shades, I remember seeing them in development at the warehouse when I first met Sean from Nectar Sunglasses, and he said, hey, like, we believe in your content. Like, why don't we work together? Okay. The fact that I have them now, the fact that it's been a year and I'm still doing content, and it's not very big. Maybe it won't ever get big, but the fact that I have a brand that, like, supports me like they do, they let me try their new products, and, like, I just absolutely love them. Like, the lenses, even on those follies right there. If you're a caddy, if you need to be able to see, if you're a fisherman and you need to be able to see, the polarization on there is fucking perfect. And I mean absolutely perfect. The lenses on those things have this pinkish hue that when you look up at the sky and you're trying to see a golf ball, you can see this thing perfectly. It almost illuminates that white golf ball in the air. They're awesome. And these things, I've never felt cooler wearing these things. Like, I'm not kidding. I've always kind of wanted a pair of, like, shades like this. And I feel like I feel like it's something that not a lot of people wear in the golf space. And, like, they're fun. They're a little goofy. Like, I'm all about them. So, Nectar, thank you guys. And obviously, William Murray. I'm decked down head to fucking toe in these guys. These guys have believed in me since Lynx. I started making my first couple of videos like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month. They reached out in, like, 2 weeks. Being like, hey, what do you need? So just to have two companies that I'm, representing and they believe in me, it's really cool. It's a really, really cool feeling, and I'm very grateful. I can't wait to see how big we can get and, see where this goes. But thank you to Nectar Sunglasses, and thank you to William Murray. You guys are absolute rock stars for supporting what I'm doing. All right, back to me. And, okay, now back to Jordan Spieth fucking me. Asshole. Dick. Just, when you see something that's so juicy at plus 4,100, you got to take it. Especially when Jordan Spieth, and he's playing some great golf. I took him. Oh, man. I was absolutely jazzed up on Sunday. Watching him come down the stretch and kind of lose the way he did was an absolute buzzkill. So I think looking back at Jordan, Spieth, McIlroy. So McIlroy was even in there in the... McIlroy was right there. I mean, yes, he was only, I think, plus 1,100, maybe plus 700, I think. But then we had Jason Day and Fowler, which, Fowler was kind of kicking around, but not really. But Spieth, oh, man. When he was leading that tournament, I had a half chub the rest of the day. I was really hoping to win that money. But we're going to do it every week. I don't even know what laptop's dead. The technology at this podcast